After it.
All right.
Lights and pots!
Ah, they've closed the road.
Did
And
they
it's
now?
the only way from here to the Fang. It would seem Lord Kupka is not accepting visitors at present.
We have to get through that gate.
Not by force, I trust.
Oh,
We've
I think
attracted
force
quite
is a good
enough
idea.
unwanted attention already.
By guile, then. Perhaps the Desert Hare can offer us her aid.
Rosina Dalamil, woman of mystery. But how will we find her? We know naught of her but her name.
And that she was working with Sid. Sid's other collaborators have all been people of means. The wealthiest and most successful members of their communities. I'll wager this Rosina Dalamel is the same.
That would certainly help to narrow the search. We need only inquire as to who is in charge of the town.
And that's exactly what I mean to do.
All right.
We won't be getting back to Drake's Fang anytime
Well, that had far to go.
Anything I can help you with, travelers?
Allow me. My good man, we represent one of the oldest and greatest trading houses of Port Isolde. We're seeking to expand our business in the region and would very much like to make the acquaintance of Dalamil's leading entrepreneurs. If only we knew where to find them.
Well, we're best known for our baths, our markets, and our smithies. I suppose you could do worse than start your search at one of those.
Thank you. You've been most helpful. Oh, you wouldn't happen to know a lady by the name of Rosina Dalamil, would you?
No, I can't say I do.
Well, thank you all the same.
That was pretty subtle.
What do you want? Can't you see I'm busy?
I won't keep you long. I'm looking for someone. A woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. Do you know her?
Never heard of her. Is that all?
Wow.
One more question. If I wanted to find the richest trader in town, where would you recommend that I look?
Well, that's easy. The Briar's Kiss. Won't find a finer smithy this side of the strait. The owner's only a young sprig, but he's got all the right ideas.
The Briar's Kiss, you say? Thank you.
I doubt this young sprig is the person we're looking for. You said Sid's contact was likely to be an influential sort. Influence comes with age and experience, believe you me.
This river runs all the way to the southern seas. They used to load the crystal onto barges and sail it to the villages downstream.
Oh, yeah.
Before the canyons were lost to beasts and bandits. When I was a girl, I would wave to the boatmen as they set off on their long journey, and they would throw me sweetmeats in return. Such happy times.
Sweetmeats, huh? No.
Fucking men of the wrong. Anytime they pull their snouts out.
Light it, for Gilbert's sake. Crystal delivery's over. Get back to your homes.
But I didn't get one.
Good day, my lord. Go with Gilbert.
Actually.
Good day, my lord. Thank you for your custom.
Sold their shit off. Oh wait, where am I going? Crazy. Wait, now that target shows over there.
Mummy, I want to play with the crystal.
How many times do I have to tell you? It's not a toy.
Boopy doo boo doo. There he is.
Can I help you?
Yes, I'm looking for a woman by the name of Rosina Dalamil. A long-standing pillar of your community, I believe, from old trading stock.
Then you should ask further. He's been here for years. Knows the place and its people like the back of his hand. And he's in with all the old merchant families. Try the baths. That's where you'll usually find him.
Thank you kindly.
That was a suspicious thank you.
Well, it sounds like we have our man.
Perhaps. Let's go and find out exactly what this Furder knows.
Hanging lanterns, keep the darkness from your door.
Excuse me. Are you Furder?
I am. Can I help you, travelers?
I hope so. You've lived here for some time, is that correct? Do you know Rosina Dalamil? We believe she may be a trader of some renown.
And what business do you have with the desert hare?
She was a close friend of mine. I was hoping she might be able to help me.
Very well. Go to the bordello. I'll arrange an introduction.
Cool.
Silver, do you think we can trust him?
Nope.
Only as far as I think.
So you're the ones who've been sniffing around.
I beg your pardon?
Don't play the fool. Stick your nose in our business and you're likely to lose it.
Hey, nobody. What you up to? More gill bugs. I like gill bugs.
Who are you working for? Him or her?
Him. The boss. He wanted us to test you.
Though one could hardly call that a test.
Lord Furder? Look what the cat dragged in.
Your skill with the blade is rare indeed, my lord. A fitting talent for an outlaw.
You know who I am. So what now? Call in the Men of the Rock and collect the bounty?
That isn't my decision to make.
I don't know nobody. I
Take
don't
him
think
to meet
he
his precious
technically is
Rosina.
asking for help.
She will be interested
Most
to make
times.
his acquaintance.
Yes, my lord.
Evans is more of a wander around,
Lock
get
of
lost,
Leisure,
and
then.
find stuff.
To the Lock of Leisure.
Tell him to shoot some down this way, nobody. I want to see some explosions.
You have passed the test, Sid. Off you go now. Rosina Dalimil awaits.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
The most fragrant herbs and
My
spices.
carpets.
Maybe the big ones.
Is this
Sounds
the
like a
place?
plan.
Lubor's Forge. The Briar's Kiss. Ah, so it was the young sprig after all. So much for Rosina Dalimil being a woman of experience. How wrong I was.
It was an easy mistake to make, Uncle. After all, it must have been years since Sid last saw her. Sorry, him. Whoever this Lubor truly is, he's clearly a man of means. I'd say he deserves our respect.
See that he gets it.
Dude, what a dick.
Lubor, Lord Furder told me to bring them to you.
My boys tell me you're in need of assistance. Sid the Second.
I won't waste your time. I need passage through the south gate.
Tell me, what do you think is a merchant's most important commodity? Why, trust. Everyone knows that. Without it, you have nothing. And nothing is exactly what you have.
I have a big sword that could stab
For
me.
you, I too have nothing. I'm not in the business of helping every lost puppy that wanders in off the street. I'm a busy man, as you can see.
Let's leave this mummer to his farce.
By all means. Find someone else to help you on your way.
I don't need help. I wanted to barge in the front door.
Just be sure to tell them you're not the two travelers from the inn the guards are looking for. Don't want them jumping to conclusions, do we?
Why, you...
Dude, don't block him. I could
So-
crush you.
What do we need to do to earn your trust?
I like this one. Willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. Ha! Men like you have a special place in my heart.
Well, shit, nobody. That's not good.
Why, you ask? Because they get me what I want. Always.
Fine. So what do you want?
Don't tell me you're going to listen to this swaggering scruff.
We might as well hear him out. It's only natural that an ally of Sid's would seek assurances of strangers. Assuming he is an ally, of course. 5 years ago, he would have still been a boy.
And yet even then I had more good sense than a man, 5 times my age? But enough of the pleasantries. We were speaking of what I want. I want you to put an end to the trouble in Dalamil. Return to me when you have done so, and you shall have my aid. Until then, I bid you good day.
What trouble? If you're going to give us orders, be clear about them, damn you!
Manners, Greybeard. One catches more damselflies with honey than with vinegar.
What did you call me?
My apologies. A word of advice in recompense. Follow the crystals. Oh, but that was 3. Oh, I'm making this too easy for you.
Ha! It will be easy. Solving his little riddle should be like dealing with him.
Well, we were supposed to have one on the 1st for Canada Day.
Let us divide our forces, Clive.
But thanks to the last 2.5 weeks of rain we've got,
we need to.
that was all canceled.
All right. Good luck, Uncle. I thought we were the only ones causing trouble in Dalamil.
The 1st of this month, July 1st. 2 days gone already. Stupid one, I always forget to turn the audio off. Yeah, the whole Independence Day thing. I learned that when I was younger when Will Smith made that movie.
Excuse me. Is it true there's been trouble with crystals of late?
You've heard, then?
I've heard rumors.
Damn thieves.
Being sarcastic, we learned that back in like grade 6 history class.
Folk have hardly had a shard to share between us these last few moons. And it isn't as if we can buy them on the black market either. Whoever's taking them.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
Juiciest meat
to a silken.
You wouldn't believe how much he gave me.
What can I do for you, soldier? Need that sword polishing?
I'm not a soldier.
Ugh, then be off with you. I serve the men of the rock and the men of the rock only.
You have an agreement with them?
Don't be stupid. I just know which side my bread is buttered. Don't want to be stuck under some pauper when they come knocking, with pockets deeper than Zemeckis and an urge to empty them. Look, just leave, will you? Before you scare them off.
Fresh bread, warm from
You offered to polish my sword. I should have said I was.
Do you have a moment?
Any day you can light fireworks is worth celebrating.
Just a question. Dalamil
Well,
seems
almost
to be
any day.
thriving compared to the other villages I came through on the way. Is there a reason for that?
Well, we're a stone's throw from Drake's Fang for one. The soldiers guarding the Mother Crystal and the shipments need a place to spend their hard-earned gil. The men of the Rock throw their money about like there's no tomorrow.
Is that so? Well, thank you. Don't let me keep you from your work any longer. I think I'm starting to get an idea of what's been going on. I wonder if Uncle Byron's learned anything of use.
He's just patting a chocobo.
He'll probably be back at the inn by now.
What was all that crashing and banging about before?
It's you, the one who broke all our furniture.
Uh.
What do you want? Haven't you caused enough trouble already?
No.
I'm looking for my pal. Have you seen him?
The gentleman who was with you? Yes, he's upstairs, but...
Thank you. I'll go and fetch him.
Will this suffice as a deposit?
By the sands. That's a black pearl.
One of the many treasures in my collection that I would be only too happy to part with, should you give me reason to do so.
All right. I'm sure that we can come to an agreement, but not here.
What are you doing, Uncle? Care to explain why you're giving gifts to Kupka's men?
Bait, my boy. One cannot catch one's prey without it. And I do believe I've snagged us quite the quarry. I started by asking around the markets as to where I might purchase crystals. I had no luck, of course. It's forbidden to trade in such things. But my uncharacteristic indiscretion just happened to attract the attention of those uniformed ruffians. They took me aside and said they could procure the crystal I sought if I proved I could pay for it.
So the pearl was your proof?
I thought they'd ask for more. A second-rate specimen like that would only fetch 500,000 or so. A small price to pay for admittance to the underworld. But enough about my little act of subterfuge. What did you discover?
That the supply of crystals has dried up of late. And some people seem to think they're being stolen. Meanwhile, members of Kupka's private guard have been spending money all over town. I'll wager those soldiers you've been talking to have been siphoning off crystals meant for elsewhere, and pocketing the profits.
I'll wager you're right.
Damn.
We'll meet with them then, just as you arranged, and put an end to the trouble Lubor spoke of.
Ha! That preening popinjay thought this would be difficult. It just goes to show one should never underestimate a Rosfield. We'll soon wipe that smirk off his face.
Jesus, calm down.
I arranged to meet with the soldiers in a secluded corner of the Velcroy, far from prying eyes.
The perfect place for a spot of double dealing.
I trust I can count on your support.
Just wants to know if I'll stab for him. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant.
Of course.
I need to drink.
Fucking men of the wrong.
Do 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 do. Okay. I need to go way back there. God damn.
Looks like we won't be getting back to Drake's.
No, I replied to your last comment a little bit ago. Unless it cut out. I said any day you can celebrate with fireworks is worth it. Well, and then I said, well, almost any day. Dude, I said that right after you posted it.
Fabrics, fresh from the capital.
Oh. Come on. What the hell? What level are you, birdie? You will do some experience for me. Yeah. Hell, I wouldn't mind having a pet like him in any game.
Good girl.
He's a good puppy.
Thanks, girl.
Give me all your items. So, I have Deku, his stream open as it's lurking in the background, right? And he's playing Kingdom Hearts 3 in Toy Story World. So while I'm playing this, I can faintly hear You Got a Friend in Me playing in the background. It's a very weird mix.
I'll take it from here.
Bum bum ba-da. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do.
I was beginning to think you weren't coming, my lord. You've brought your contribution.
All the silver and stones I could scrape together at such short notice?
You brought the whole 500 talents.
That was the price we agreed upon, yes? If you've no objections, I'd like to see the crystal.
Of course. Right this way, my lord.
Damn right I do.
Not bad at all. You weren't lying about the clarity. But what of security? If I were to be stopped on the road, what guarantee have I that it wouldn't be seized as property of the Republic?
Because these crystals are no longer the property of the Republic. You're not buying from us. You're buying from them.
And we have no more jurisdiction here than you, my lord. But we have ships, and will gladly deliver to a port of your choosing, now that our price has been met.
Royalists, eh? What brings you here?
Why, to collect their share of Drake's Fang's blessing, of course. Our nations are allies, and so they are entitled to a portion of the Mother Crystal's bounty. And being such good friends, we elected to increase that portion and share the benefits. And now that these crystals are officially property of the Kingdom of Waloed, we are duty-bound not to interfere, no matter where they might happen to end up next.
Did you get all that? They're in cahoots!
So it would seem.
My lord, what is the meaning of this?
Double-crossing dogs. They're not here to do business. Kill them. Kill them both!
It's not over yet, Uncle.
It's not over yet.
Good! I'm just getting warmed up.
Healthy. Oh, that was my guy. Whoops. Yo, animals. The enemy brought chocobos. I now have more respect for them than I did before. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna kill them just as bad. Enemy slain. Chickens and all. That's right, nobody. Perhaps some drumsticks.
Well, that wasn't too bad. How'd you like my performance, huh? I've often played the villain on the stage. I think I did the role justice. Don't you?
Greybeard, you were magnificent. The battle scene was particularly thrilling. Such a shame you didn't have more of an audience, but perhaps that's for the best.
How long have you been watching?
Long enough to witness your uncle's sordid transaction. I hardly expected one so venerable to degrade himself so thoroughly, buying one's way into the confidence of degenerates. Ingenious.
This was the trouble you spoke of. The men of the Rock taking crystals meant for the common folk and conspiring with the Royalists. Well, now it's over.
Indeed it is. The people of Dalamil had scarcely any means of redress against...
I think it was too. Nobody. You sent it to me years ago.
Until you two came along, that is.
All of the years ago.
Well, we'd better get these crystals back to town. You won't mind waiting with them while I fetch a wagon.
Hey. You know what? Slaughtering enemies and hearing you got a friend in me is actually not a bad mix.
It occurs to me that I still don't know your name.
Clive.
So, Sid the Second is a Clive. I suppose it could have been worse.
Dude's making fun of my name.
Well, Clive, you held up your end of the bargain, so I must do the same. Passage through the South Gate, was it not? To tell the truth, you've helped a little there too. Many of the guards have already been redeployed to deal with the issue of their missing comrades. And those left behind have been encouraged to look the other way should you attempt to pass through.
Thank you. And please allow me to cover your costs. You still have the purse I gave to the soldiers, I trust? I saw you pluck it from one of the bodies.
Oh, dear. Was I really so obvious?
And my name is not Greybeard. It is Lord Byron Rosfield, thank you very much.
No, thank you very much, Greybeard.
Of all the...
Here, wear this. Any friend of mine who sees you with it shall be a friend of yours.
Sweet.
Thank you, Lubor.
And please, feel free to send one of my Stoluses back to your people. Tell them that Rosina Dalamil is back in bed with Sid.
Oh, that's just hilarious.
Omia los delan. Tu isakelis.
There goes a Harry Potter owl.
I'm trusting you, Sid. Or should I say, Clive? So be sure not to let me down. I have a reputation to uphold. Well then, I wish you a safe journey south.
Thank you.
Not at all. It was my pleasure.
Did you actually finish Tears
Come on,
yet,
Uncle.
nobody? Or
Let's go.
are you still doing cleanup before you do? Alright, game, that's not funny, putting side quest up just because I finished that.
I've never even forged a butter knife before. Perhaps Forge Master Luber's having fun at my expense.
I wouldn't put it past him.
Neither would I. Oh, wait. Are you Clive?
I am.
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere. I'm Sava, Master Luber's least accomplished apprentice. Soon to be former apprentice if I don't pass this test. Maybe I'm just not the resourceful type. People are buying up weapons faster than the Briar's Kiss can forge them, and here I am, unable to make a decent bit of kitchenware. He wants me to make a carving.
Was your
knife, one
defense
that
too low,
embodies the
nobody?
spirit
Or
of
is it
Dalamil.
just that he's that
Whatever that's
tricky to
supposed
fight?
mean. I don't suppose you have any idea what he's on about, do you?
I'm afraid not.
Never mind. Thought I'd ask. It was that all.
Okay.
Pack my bags.
I could give you a hand if you like. I know how busy the Briar's Kiss has been, and that Lubor needs all the capable hands he can find.
I'd be a fool to refuse.
So, where do we start?
Good question. If I'm honest, I've never made any kind of knife before. And then there's this little riddle to keep in mind. The spirit of Dalamil. Nothing is ever simple with that man.
The way I see it, there's only one way we'll be solving Lubor's puzzle. We need information. The more the better.
You're right. There's no point fumbling in the dark, I suppose. Now, who to speak to first? Well, there's plenty of folk in Dalamil who use knives for a living.
Definitely are a lot of games where,
Of course, and any number of cooks.
as a bosses have a nasty habit of.
Alright. I think we have a plan. Let's get to it, shall we? I'll talk to every cook I can find. You speak to the butcher, and anyone else you can think of.
All right. Good luck.
Let's hope that someone says something useful.
Let's hope doing this quest for him is useful.
Trust Lubor to take a simple test and turn it into a riddle. I'd better get to it.
True, what I'm hearing.
It
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Welcome, sir. What can I do you for?
A question, if you don't mind. I need to know what makes a good carving knife.
You a blacksmith or something?
Something, I suppose.
Fair enough. Knives, is it? First and foremost, it's got to hold an edge. Most knives will make it through fat, no problem, but sinew dulls cheap steel in no time. Give me a blade which can slice through anything that crosses my chopping block, and I'm a happy woman.
So a knife that stays sharp.
Quick, hand her your sword.
Makes sense.
All magical, made of elements. Don't want to spoil, but I'll say you better have perfect dodge to beat him every 10.
Fresh bread, warm from the oven.
Cheers.
Here, have a taste.
Right on. Well, I'll figure something out. I always do.
Plates and pots! Bowls and basins!
Blades and butts.
I've worked for. All those years of toil. Every coin I've ever earned is tied up in this place.
Are you all right?
The baths are closed. Leave me be. On second thought, perhaps you are just what I need. Might your services be for hire?
That depends on the job.
I'd have you save my business, the baths. The water's turned scalding hot and all the crystals in Dalimil wouldn't be enough to cool it. I've no doubt that my woes stem from the water's source. But I can't go and investigate for fear of my customers thinking I've abandoned the place. I'm bound to these baths in more ways than one. I beg of you, go to Dusnoff Terraces. Tell me what you find there.
All right. I'll go and take a look.
Wonderful. It's not far. Leave the market by the south gate. The smell of sulfur will guide you the rest of the way. These baths are all that keep me from an ignoble end in a debtor's prison. My livelihood, my very life, is at stake.
His very livelihood, apparently. Hey, Deku. Did you have a friend in all your hearts? That really came out wrong.
If you can't even... They've opened the gate!
Lubor was true to his word.
What is it? I'm in no mood for chatter.
Sorry. Do you mind if I ask your trade?
Hunter, why?
I have a question.
Well, congrats
Can you
then.
tell me what makes a good carving knife? I assume you use one out in the field.
Has to be able to put up with some punishment. Can't be dealing with a brittle blade, not while I'm on the hunt. If your knife snaps every time you use it, you'll be spending coin as fast as you make it. Times are hard enough as it is.
Thank you. I won't keep you any longer.
All business, eh? Man after my own heart.
So, a carving knife should be hard-wearing and hold an edge. Hardly a revelation.
Oh, you're not gonna do Tangled on stream? He knows nobody. He had me on in the background too, because I heard him bring it up in his stream. That's what made it even better.
Sweet incense, wax candles, silver platters, made from the stoutest stoneware.
My carpets have pride of place.
So, how'd it go? You learn anything useful, or should I be looking for a new trade?
Only that a blade should be durable and stay sharp. But I don't see how that relates to the spirit of Dalimil.
I didn't have much luck either. All the cook said was that he needs his knives to be light. Too heavy and they do his shoulder in.
So we're no better off than when we started. Perhaps Lubor didn't mean anything with his Dalimil remark. But that can't be right. I've bandied enough words with the man to know that he chooses them carefully. No. We must be missing something. Something right in front of our noses, most likely.
No doubt you're right, but...
Light, durable, and sharp.
I I can't put off making this knife forever.
Agreed. Luba wouldn't like that much.
Right. I've been trained to work iron. The cheap stuff, mind. But it's hardy enough if you don't hammer it too thin, and it sharpens up nicely with a bit of effort. Trouble is, it's either durable or it's light.
Ooh.
Meaning someone is going to be disappointed. Forge Master Lubor, probably.
Is there no one else you can turn to? Someone who knows their metals, perhaps?
The other apprentices know better than to help me with my test. But maybe there is someone I could turn to.
Sure.
A merchant, a favourite of Forge Master Lubor's, who sells metals to tradesmen passing through the Valcroy. I bet she'd know a thing or two.
Okay, buddy, before I go see you, I gotta go do that other thing. Out in the desert. Tweet, tweet.
Come on.
I should have named this Chuckaboo Chicken Leg. Deep fried Chocobo. Mm-hmm.
Be safe. Any luck? Or will you be needing help with your bags?
Well, I asked her, but... you tell him.
If you're looking to make a knife that will impress a master like Lubor, there are options. They're just not that viable. Featherlight adamantite knives will get passed from generation to generation, never needing so much as a lick of the whetstone. But adamantite ore is unique to ash, so it doesn't come cheap.
And it's beyond my skill to handle.
Unique to ash. Are there any materials unique to Dalamil? Something which could be mixed with iron to refine it. Make it lighter.
What are you getting at?
You said that Lubor trained you to work iron. Then that's what he'll expect you to use. But he would have known that it would either be too heavy or too brittle for a carving knife. Perhaps his Dalamil remark wasn't a riddle, but a hint.
If it's cheap metal you're using, then there's always limestone, I suppose. Folk first settled Dalamil to get at her mineral deposits. And, if you know the trick, it can be melted down in the furnace to drive out impurities from low-quality iron.
Bloody hell! That must be it!
Ah, damn.
Suppose you know the trick, do you?
It's hardly my speciality, but I've been around enough blacksmiths to know how it works.
Looks like I've got some learning to do. Clive, I hate to ask after all that you've done for me, but...
The limestone? Fine. I can hardly abandon you now.
I think I could.
I want to
I
know
could
if this
abandon
is
this
the answer
ass.
to Lubor's little riddle.
I can't thank you enough, Clive. You'll have no trouble finding limestone over in the terraces. The place is bloody made of it.
Then I suppose I'll meet you back at the forge.
Right you are. I'll see you shortly. So, do you crush it up, or just throw it in the...
Fine. They want me to go that other way.
This is no good. I was hoping to get out of the heat for a little while.
Is it true? What I'm hearing?
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir. Kneaded to a silken softness.
The NPCs feel a little more lively in these games.
Sweet incense.
It's not like they're big AIs or anything like that, but it's just a lot of times when you walk by them, they have little conversations going on. You don't have to click them for it; it just happens sometimes.
I'm not too late.
And then some, of course, yes, you do.
What is it, Lubal?
A question that I neglected to ask earlier. Where is it that you're bound?
To Drake's Fang. To finish Hugo Kupka.
Just as I thought. Then allow me to share a secret. Drake's Fang is currently riddled with royalists. Talmeki and Walud are allies, and as you've seen, their soldiers work hand in glove. But no nation has ever before allowed a foreign army to make a barracks of its holiest of holies.
Not by choice, at least.
And there's more. A man on the inside of the Fang has failed to report for several days. I fear there may be more trouble lying in wait for you on the road ahead.
Isn't there always?
If they can find it,
Determined to beard the lion's
if they
den,
can find a way to not make it not go off the rails,
that you will enter
it
via
would be
the
an interesting
mines.
addition.
The guard is lightest. I've lost one Cid already. If I lose another, people will start to think me careless.
I don't plan on dying. Not before Kupka does, anyway.
Well, so long as you have a plan.
My plan is to pull this sword out, turn into a giant beast, and rampage in.
Drake's Fang should be just beyond these springs. Shall we press on?
One rock looks a lot like another. But hopefully this is what Southern needs.
Ready, go?
Wow.
Come on, girl, the gate's open.
What the hell are those things?
The bombs are in the hot springs. No wonder it's overheated. I know they're not bombs, but they might as well be. They're Final Fantasy bombs.
Be safe. Something awful's taken up residence in the springs. You'll turn back if you know what's good for you.
Well, lucky for you, I don't know what's good for me.
By the flames. That explains the heat.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, normally, yes. In this case, it's fire from the Phoenix, so maybe it just avoids that. I find anything that would normally have a weakness in this game, or strong 2 in this game, it's more of a resistance than a complete negation. Like, there were lightning enemies that I'm still able to hurt with lightning. It's just not as damaging as something else, right?
Let's cool things down a bit. Let's hope it's enough to keep the baths from boiling.
Okay. Can't say I heard that one, nobody.
This is no good. I was hoping to get out of...
I wasn't sure how much you'd need, but I hope this is enough.
Oh yeah, I know, right? They
are
absorbed the
one of
shit
good
out of us.
ones, you know that. You and that merchant both, she's got quite a gift for teaching, that one. Now, time to see if limestone is the secret weapon we were hoping for.
Yes, I know Old Faithful. The term for, like, usually a dog or a horse. In Old West movies. Or sometimes it's a term for a gun too.
From the very rocks of Dalamil, her spirit,
I got Old Faithful here, and they whip out a pistol.
Blade.
I only hope Master Lubor agrees.
That sounds like my cue, and just as well.
Oh, I've never heard of that one.
Getting tired of waiting.
I'm sorry, Forge Master Lubor.
Let's take a look then, shall we? First things first, Sava, do you think this is a carving knife worthy of the fine people of Dalamil?
I'd like to think so. But what do you think?
What do I think indeed? It's sharp-ish, but it won't last long with hard use. And it's heavy, heavier than it should be. You might not think it just to hold it for a moment, but sell that to a cook and you'll never hear the end of it. It looks like someone paid a visit to the terraces. The limestone was a step in the right direction, granted, but one that still leaves you short of the mark.
And I was so certain I had it all worked out.
I don't know who you found to teach you that little trick, but it certainly shows initiative. Next question. How much do you think I would charge if I'd made this?
Well, if it took you even a fraction of the time it took me, I would say you could demand a heavy purse.
And who would be able to pay that? The butcher? The hunter? The cooks over at the inn? Dalamil is home to humble traders, not wealthy lords and ladies. Rule number 1 in any business, Sava, know your customers.
Yes, Forge Master.
This is just about passable, but only just. I'd say you're worth keeping around a little longer. Starting tomorrow, you'll have an anvil of your own.
I will.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
Thank you. I was wondering, what would you do if you were asked to forge a carving knife?
I'd do what I always do. Ask who it's for. If it was for the butcher, I'd make sure it holds an edge. For the hunter, I'd make it as tough as Titan. For the cook, light as a feather. And for the nobleman, I'd make it cost an absolute fortune.
Yeah. I like this guy.
There goes a master, all right.
It looks like congratulations are in order.
I couldn't have done it without you. So much
Yeah, I'm right,
for
you
the
couldn't
Forge
have.
Master's riddle, though, eh? The spirit of Dalamil had nothing to do with limestone or
Yes, it did.
anything much at all. Meaning, I had you run around for no good reason.
You've
That's
passed
not
your
true.
test. That's all that matters.
You learned how to use limestone.
You'll have a forge of your own in no time.
And when I do, I'll craft you the finest carving knife you have ever seen.
I think my blacksmith may be not happy about that. He'd be like, "Who the hell did you made that weapon for you? I didn't do that."
Made from the stoutest
Sweet incense.
Then he'd like snap it in two just to piss me off.
Well, we can make our way back to the Fang.
Yeah, nobody, pretty much.
At least.
I was hoping we'd be seeing you again. The baths
Yep.
grow more bearable by the moment. It won't be long now before we are back to business as usual.
I'm glad to hear it.
Now, tell me this. What did you find at the terraces? What threatened to make me a pauper?
Not what I expected, that's for certain.
Well, at least tell him. Oh, he did, I guess.
You tell a fine story. That's not to say I don't believe you, though. Creatures made of flame, eh? That's something new to worry about. But I've burdened you with my worries enough already. Here, a small something by way of thanks. Right. It's high time I got back to work. With a little luck, the day might yet be salvaged.
They never hear of heat exchange. All right. Good enough. Silver platters. It's what they're gonna put your head on.
We should get going soon.
Good girl.
This place is so bright. Yes, it is. All the lights are turned out and stuff. But the only thing on is my monitors and the screen. The TV.
There it is.
But this TV pretty much lights up an entire room, if not more.
Kupka will be hiding inside.
Along with goodness knows how many guards, all on highest alert, you'll need to keep your wits about you if you're to reach him. So be careful.
I will. Uncle.
It was always fun when me and Frosty were playing that conflict game, and they threw a flashbang at us, and I'm like, oh god, I'm really blind.
Allow me to apologize. After what befell at Phoenix Gate and the crisis that followed in its wake, I fled. I retreated to my counting house and danced attendance upon the vicereine in the hope it would bring me favor. I betrayed my nation to save my skin, like the coward I am.
and I'm sorry.
Yeah, you made up for it.
Uncle, please.
It's not too late, Clive. Rosaria is yours by right, and there are those that would help you to take it back. Had I the courage of my brother, I might already have done so. But that ship has sailed. You, however...
No. Forgive me, but I cannot. I fight to build a new world now. A better world. Where men can live and die on their own terms. I was raised in a nation that strove to improve the plight of bearers. Only later did I realize that spark of freedom did not arise by chance, but was kindled by my father. You would see me follow in his footsteps. And that is exactly what I mean to do. Not by ruling Rosaria, but by extending his ideals to the whole of the twins. Though every soul in the realm may judge my actions heresy, I am certain my cause is just.
You really are just like him, you know? Thank you, Clive, for coming back to me. I am proud to call you nephew.
I'm proud to call you bait.
This is where we must
So I
part
can
ways.
jump the enemy.
Wish me luck in convincing my Canvarian friend to share his considerable talents. I mean to plunder his coffers and prove myself worthy of a place in your merry band. Till then, my boy.
Till then, go safely, Uncle.
And you, nephew. We have much to catch up on, you and I. I shall expect you to regale me with the tales of all your adventures when next we meet.
You could come see me turn into a giant monster at some point.
You can regale me too, Torgal.
I'm coming for you, Kupka.
Bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Screw it. Go right in. Ooh.
Why do they start? What has that gutter rat done to me?
Pretty much nobody.
Out of my sight, witch! I'll kill you, Rossfield! I'll rip out your heart! I'll tear you limb from limb!
Peace, Hugo. The table shan't hurt you any longer.
He sought to humiliate me. Me! If you hadn't interfered, he would be dead!
No, you would be dead.
Triumphed had the battle continued.
Titan would have ground him into dust!
And how would he have done that without his head?
Shut up!
You weren't strong enough, and you call yourself a dominant. Or rather, you did.
You mock me, Harbert.
Do you see, Hugo? You are weak. But so long as that fire burns within you, there is still hope.
His anger sounds like me when I have a headache.
There may yet be a way for you to take your revenge.
Tell me, what must I do? Please, I'll do anything. Just tell me.
The heart.
What of it?
A mother crystal's heart is the most concentrated source of ether in all creation. Perhaps you could take advantage of that. Of course, the crystal would not yield her blessing to any ordinary man. But then, you are no ordinary man, are you, Hugo? Clive Rossfield stole your power, but others have suffered a similar fate, and still managed to find the strength to conjure their icon. Like Benedicta Harmon. She too drank of the ether and gained a power beyond human understanding.
She did? Benedicta. Benedict.
Whole fight started because of her. Well, he technically was the person behind it, but she came after me, I killed her. He's pissed off at me now.
Run along now, Hugo. You need only follow the light.
Step into the light.
Muthos is here. Very well, it shall be so. You may leave everything to me, Your Majesty.
It's dark. You're in the middle of nowhere. Let's walk lightly. Oh my. What the hell is that? Is that this game's orc?
Orcs.
Yep. I called it.
Did the royalists bring them from Ash? Are the beastmen part of the Waluda army now? How the hell did that happen?
They've spotted us. We've been too
They didn't all die in one big flaming hit. It must mean it's time to upgrade that one soon.
Stay down.
Taken over the entire mine.
Bum bum.
So much for the men of the rock. Dalmekia's finest.
The finest my ass. Ooh. Well, that is the way to go. That's where we... No, it isn't where we came in. Ah, right. Treasure! I can open this? Of course I can.
Animals. You should never have left Ash.
At least they're giving me big targets.
You're finished.
Where are you supposed to get that guy? Or is it just shooting him, maybe? Open sesame. Oh, yeah. I don't think I did barely any in Breath of the Wild on the stream.
Won't be going any
I just
further
ran
this
in
way.
and crushed them. Although I didn't fight any Lionels either.
Stairs. This must be the way out.
Bum. Oh. You're a big one.
I won't be sneaking past this one. How did it get in here? Nice try.
Swing. Everybody does things differently, nobody. Wait, hold on now. Wait, what? He says I'm supposed to go that way. I seen another door to the side and I was like, what the hell? Maybe that's it. And I was like, wait, no, it's not. It must have been the door I came in, honestly.
By the flames. Come on, Torgal. Kuka never did do things by halves. As if taking the Mother Crystal for his own wasn't enough. He had to build his castle in it.
I get that, but at the same time, that's just how he wants to play, right? Especially, like, with my first time playing through, I don't want a guide at all. I just want to kind of explore and find things on my own, right? A few tips here and there, maybe, but
Let
like
the trial begin.
I'm not looking for a walkthrough or how to play properly. I do things my way, right? it don't work, I ask for advice, but until it doesn't. What the hell is this? An Undertaker. I wonder if this one has a WWF contract. Well, E now, isn't it? Yeah. Second. Would you try to say a low playthrough in your first playthrough? Low level playthrough. I don't quite know what you mean there by that, nobody. Low level. You always start out at low level, right? I think. Maybe? I don't know. Undertaker decides to move to the world of Final Fantasy for his retirement. Yes! And yes, you heard Undertaker. But I'm making progress through that tangled world. Good God. Go figure that would be the one thing you heard next. Don't you want to show off the world of Tangled?
Nice try.
I guess. But still, like, you gotta respect people's choices too, right? I understand where you're coming from with that. You might not, I might not. But plenty of others would, honestly.
Seems we're expected.
So this
I got a friend who will not play his first playthrough of a campaign in a shooter on anything under the highest difficulty you can select at the time. Just little things like that. Like everybody has choices. They're a little odd sometimes. Any more treasure boxes? Nope. Cheapskates. They're gonna make me walk all the way to the end of this hall. Get a little box. It's probably like just cheap ass crap. It's 2K. I mean, I guess Gil's not bad. Because Gil's a little harder to come by in this game. Well, not hard, but you guys can wait until I'm done collecting items. Then I'll come back and stab you.
What the hell is going on? Are these things here for me? Or for him?
Oh, the dog killed the other one. Okay, bravery. Some opponents will use the ability bravely to invoke nearby allies. Or invigorate nearby allies, enhancing their performance in battle. Look for the icon. Beat the targets quickly without taking damage. Let's just kill whatever we cast it. I launched his ass. The dog kept him down. Throne here, and there's no treasure box beside us. He wasn't much of a king, was he?
First orcs, now these nightmares. Is this your doing, Ultima?
Probably.
Nice try.
Oh. Wait, okay, so there's a door that opens there. There's also stairs down here. Stop doing this to me, game. Or is this the way I came in? That's the way I came in. Son of a...
You've been busy, Kupka. But where did you go?
I'm more worried about the guy who took him away.
The heart. He's in the sanctuary. I can feel it. Come on, Toggle.
Good for you. I sense items. Apparently I have to leave here. Sometimes the game says no bypassing. The inner sanctum.
Just what I needed.
Stay down.
No motion.
That better be the last of them.
Probably not.
Benedicta, my everything. I've missed you so much. Kuka! I swear to you, my love, we will never be parted again.
Oh boy.
What's wrong with him?
Get away from her! Benedicta!
Are you kidding? Wow. Talk about provoking him.
Oh shit, he's priming. No, no.
Oh boy. Titan still got no hands. Oh wait, nope, there they are. Interesting. His face opened up. Go, 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 Godzilla!
But if you can do it, so could I!
Oh. And they're in the brimstone. That's not a stone. Dude, that's not a stone. That's a small island. Brimstone pin. Hold R2 press square to emit the explosion. Increase the explosion.
Let's give this a try. Not bad.
you doing? Oh no.
What the hell has he done?
What the hell? How are you going? How do you get from going super crazy big Titan to holy shit? What the hell to slash Titan? Yeah, he ate some crystals that were on the ground. And it made him, like, roid out, basically. Oh shit. Yeah, I could see that Waffle. Or not Waffle, nobody. Good God, I swear to God, sometimes the things you say remind me so much of Waffle. I think you two would have get along really well in real life. Might have some different hobbies, but personality-wise. That's not always true. not to get you all afraid, but I've met someone like me. Scared everybody else. So I got along with him. Broke the damn rock. Okay. Going in closer, I guess. Come on. Really? Damn. Oh yeah. Stone whipped. Come on, shooting. Oh, shit's breaking. Quite the soundtrack to go with it. Ooh. Ooh.
You're mine.
We took his hand off again. No, I feel bad for the bad guy now. This is different. Whoa, not tentacles. Ooh. God damn. Ooh. I think I did something to him, Deku. Oh, what? Are you kidding? Yeah, it's definitely good at the action scenes. They're not quite as smooth as the non-Avatar fights, like when you're actually your main character. But they're pretty sweet for what they are. They're fun. No, it didn't. It didn't. So, it's basically a continuation. I'm kind of glad I never got that. This is quite the fall. Whoa! I pity the fool. We all need some Mr. T. I'm even swearing as a Ifrit. That was it, Hellfire time. Okay, I got Hulk gloves. God damn. Screensavers. And your crystal's dead.
Is that you, Ultima? What do you want?
Your soul is tainted with worthless human will, yet your thirst for power remains undiminished. With every sip you take, you grow in strength, and soon you shall achieve perfection.
Well, I know that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You will accept us, Mythos. It is inevitable.
No.
You were created.
Your name's not
for
Thanos.
this purpose, and you shall serve it.
Never!
Right, I need an adult.
Don't let him in!
Consciousness consciousness. We see now, human will is so insubstantial it cannot exist in isolation. You mitigate its weakness by interweaving it with your consciousness. We believed we had merely to purge you of your will to claim our vessel. It appears we first have to sever every thread of the consciousness that supports it. No matter. The time to build a new world is not yet upon us. We will contemplate.
Damn, dude. That's some creepy shit.
Thank you, Joshua.
One can no more command the power of ether by drowning in its flood than one can constrain the tides by standing in the sea. I had thought Hugo wiser than this, but it seems his head was full of rocks after all.
You're a rock.
Titan was strong.
Your Majesty.
But Mythos is stronger.
What the hell?
For 5 years, that man lived only for revenge. Clinging fast to a fiction, even as it swept him into the abyss. One cannot change one's nature through force of will alone. Only the Almighty can do that.
Hugo Kupka, the man who gave his life for a woman's head. A fool like all the rest.
Isn't that my character's father? He was beheaded, I thought. Might not be. Maybe I'm just imagining shit here, but sure looks like him. They did call him Your Majesty.
Oh, that the death of a mother crystal should be so beautiful.
Could be nobody. A ding. You got all of the achievements, but not really.
Some medicine, my lord? I have salves, potions, anything you need.
Stop bothering me, urchin, or you'll feel the back of my hand.
What a dick.
You must consider your health, my prince. If a show of force is needed to keep the Dalmex at bay, you may trust in your dragoons. I beg you to call on Bahamut only as a last resort. His strength comes at too great a cost.
The Empire agreed to an armistice with the Republic, and yet the Emperor still plots its ruin. For now, the Dalmex suspect nothing, and as long as I can hold their gaze, war need not be inevitable. But more than that, Bahamut is the champion of the Empire. When our people look to the heavens,
And it will be mine.
the sight of him gives them hope.
I've heard of the show. I've never actually watched it, nobody. Oh?
Forgive me, Terence. Would that you were my master. But alas.
I will always be your loyal servant,
I don't think that's the only thing he wants to be.
Should the Council's brazen maneuvering prompt the Republic to tear up their own treaty and launch a new assault, our soldiers would advance to meet them, cutting across the Central Isles, but not in time to prevent their forces from breaching the southern defenses and storming Twinside. And so the capital would become a battlefield. Thousands of innocents would die. I cannot allow that to happen.
Well, then don't.
There is one small mercy, at least. You will not be forced to do battle with Titan.
Would that I could avoid doing battle at all.
1,000 pardons, Your Highness.
What is it?
Olivier has been made Emperor. What is the meaning of this? My father's orders. What were they? Quickly!
Yes, Your Highness. His Radiance requests that Your Highness maintain position here and...
Oh boy. He gonna turn on him.
Terence.
Yes, my prince.
I must go to the palace.
I'll ready your steed.
What is it now?
Someone just got their ass kicked.
Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness.
I know you.
At ease.
We stand in the presence of the Phoenix. You wouldn't want to get your fingers burned.
I hope I'm not interrupting.
Not at all. Though I admit, I did not expect such a distinguished guest.
How many years has it been since the Remembrance ceremony? 20?
I thought you long dead. Do I address a ghost?
Maybe.
Many have told me that I look like one. But no. I'm alive. Just. Prince Dion of the House Lesage, I have a tale to tell you.
So he's not going to tell us the tale. Meow. I want that dog to meow one time. Just randomly. Through with people's heads completely.
I'd better give Otto the good news.
Walkways need patching up.
Ding dong ding.
seen troops amassing at every border crossing. Clive, you're back.
I am.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it.
Probably is, Waffle. Or nobody. Jeez.
Word on the royalist movements.
Waffle needs to show up to the stream just so I can get the names right.
Feet up. If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
He's also been here quite a bit lately, so like, you know, it's I'm just used to saying his name at this point.
The conquering hero returns, and with hardly a scratch on him.
Oh, I've got scratches.
Picked up one or two.
Would you like to see my boo-boo?
Straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the royalists, he took them to his grave, as did his men, slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led
Can't
astray
say I do.
by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
It's all good, nobody. I know that's the game that perked your interest lately, so I understand.
Over all of Ash.
Though,
It is a nation
disappointed
forged by
that
the
you
blood
weren't there
conquest
Friday.
of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline.
I did not expect that. I mean, I expected that second movie to be gory,
In support of his Dalmekian
but like not that gory for some
Meanwhile,
reason.
the blight ravages great swathes of ash. Yet warlike Walud shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the mother crystal for Walud?
Think so.
It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waluda standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot?
I want Odin.
In summary, I know not to attend the royalist
More than
betrayed
Bahamut.
Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed.
I don't even
he is.
remember. I thought it was
Which means
brown,
all
but
that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been done. Hugo Kupka is dead. The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's instruction.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
oh, okay, it was a black bear.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
For the situation of what the movie was about, I think
So what of it which
it's
leaves us?
understandable that the black bear did as much damage.
How may I help you today? Here you are. The state of the realm is ever-changing, Clive.
Oh, Lord. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, there's even an S rank one. Okay, let's see here. Na, 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 na. There was a lot of things put up. And I don't need to go that way yet.
It's good to have you back. I was worried.
Sure she was.
The sun hath topped the mountain, the dawn hath kissed the sky. Bid welcome to the morning, and fears of night goodbye.
Everybody.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself.
Maybe.
It's true what I'm hearing, then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kupka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then.
Ah, that's what you think.
Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though. Is it business or pleasure? It's a relief. Thank you, Clive. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Oh. 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 Oh my goodness. Has more awesome. Hmm.
It'd better all be here. You'll not find a better price than that. Finished, are you?
Meow, meow. I don't remember having a coral sword. Well. Abilities. Sure, why not? Still not unlocked that other section.
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
What is it? I'm busy.
You're always busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kupka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
Again, not quite.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Clive? To a bloody riddance. Mine included. What do you want?
Okay. Can make that now. Thinking I can make that too. No, that's better.
That it? Fine.
No, I'll be back to craft that stuff. Just calm down.
Ah, Clive, have you come seeking the gift of knowledge?
No, I got some knowledge for you.
To share mine, actually. Hugo Kupka is dead.
Oh my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is. The big baby.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Oh, that was sweet.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kupka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing.
Then I will
Not
find
even
yours.
A sort of conspicuous
Or find
absence
more.
that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you.
Sweet.
It means a lot. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
How good it is to see you, Clive. I have said it many times. Were you aware... But what of the... Yes, I have a few new notes that might interest you.
Damn, Scooby.
You wish to study...
Damn it,
the
not
tones?
enough.
You are always welcome, Clive.
I'm telling you, it's true.
He's telling him it's true.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just
Maybe.
spreading the word.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right.
I mean, a little complicated to do, but I'll try.
I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. But I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid.
Oh, shit.
And I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a
Then
bad
why do
wind,
we need
and more
sails?
heat than all the hells put together. which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts mecking. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapours away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
A full suit of armor, then. Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
Luckily, you don't need to.
When it comes to boyish charm, Goots has an indomitable rival in Gav. One is the sweet little babe in arms to be cooed over. The other, the naughty little boy who'd pull on my pigtails.
Fancy a look at the list, do you? Oh, same. So, it was luck, and luck alone. But now, thank you. Quick look. Seen enough?
We're seeing troops amassing in every port.
Side quests aren't even in the same area.
Blackthorn, can I ask a favor?
Out with it.
It's for Mid.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. Spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Krieger's teats. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy, though. And I'll need help.
Sure.
Get Gavin Otto in here, will you?
All right.
So Mid's roped us all in here again, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Still.
But she does.
That's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave. I'll do what I can.
And, what is it we need to do, exactly?
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual sword grade steel won't work.
We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which
Oh
is
boy.
where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand coating the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Yeah.
You going after the stuff? Which one of these two? Oh, it's not.
Well, I wanted him to craft stuff. I don't care about the sand thing yet. God damn it.
He cracked the crystal too.
Guess I'll go find the other little mini quest first. Dun 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 dun.
Good day to you.
It's all but spent. The crystals we get from the table.
Are we editing a new cellar?
Ah, Clive. Your timing is exquisite, as always. I have a concern which you may be able to assist me with.
I don't know nobody.
Go on.
There are whisperings afoot of shadowy figures having been sighted outside the village. Rustlings in the undergrowth, suspicious noises. My people fear that they are being watched. It may be no more
Peeping
than a surfeit
Toms.
of nerves, understandable in the current climate, or it may be the prelude to something altogether more dangerous. Given what I hope you'll forgive me calling your nose for trouble, I wondered if you might investigate.
Of course.
Excellent. You might begin by speaking with the good citizens of Lostwing. Listen to their tales, and make what you will of them.
All right. I will.
Wow, 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 wow.
Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
Word is the Black Shields took a hiding.
Excuse me. Quentin mentioned
I
strange
do.
figures having been sighted near the village.
But I'm gonna work on these two little quests,
Nah, not me.
and then I
bruv.
might,
I heard the rumours,
because I started
bro.
pretty late tonight.
I'm here most days, right next to the gate, and I ain't seen nothing out of the ordinary. Don't worry. Any shady characters try and slip into town this way, and I'll soon come running. And shouting, most likely.
And shouting.
Thank you.
But yeah, I'll probably be done in a few minutes.
Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods. Have you seen anything out of the ordinary?
No, but I've heard something. Sound of scraping metal, like someone sharpening a sword.
Where was this?
In Lorbert's Pass. Was out foraging for herbs when I heard it, screeching out from between the trees. Ran back here as quick as my legs would carry me, and I ain't been back since.
I see. I'll look into it. Thank you. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then.
Oh, apparently I don't need to talk to the other one.
What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate?
Of course we will.
Ambrosia won't help me here.
Woof.
You there.
Fuck! He's seen us.
Get
them before they escape.
Black shields. Here. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? Not that we give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
I mean, that's beneficial because I kind of don't want to leave him live alive either. Brrr.
Why were they here? Were they planning an attack on Lostwing? I need to warn Quentin.
Good day to you.
Good day to me too.
The crystals we get from the
Clive, how goes the hunt for our sinister figures?
I found some black shields hiding near Lorbert's Pass. They're gone now.
Black shields. The Empress's former bloodhounds, though they serve another master now. One who means to root out and destroy both me and those I care for. And it would appear the pack has finally caught the scent of its prey. Damn it all. I had hoped I would have more time than this. More time to prepare. But if we are cornered, we
More or
have no
less,
choice
Deku.
but to bite back.
It's funny you say that because after I finish this game, I'm actually going to be doing the DLC for that one.
Who did the black shield serve now? And why would that person want you dead?
Because I want him dead.
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque. All
Yeah,
that I have built here
that game.
is for him.
I don't understand. Why him? Why Lostwing?
I suppose it is better that you know the truth.
Me and Frosty already co-opted the main
judiciary
game,
once.
but
So
there was 3
sickened was I
DLC
by the
chapters added
injustice of
to
this
it.
world,
We got it in a season pass when it went on sale one
Fight
time.
it I did in my own small way. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very cells into which they had thrown blameless innocents. Men to whom the law was but a scourge to turn against the powerless. And throughout, it was the Lord Chief Justice who backed me.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, but I'll probably need to get play a little bit the night before just to get back in the groove when I do.
I discovered that he hunted bearers for sport. I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals, a mask to hide the rot beneath. I filed suit against him immediately. His response, however, was rather more visceral. He had my entire family slaughtered, and he faced no punishment whatsoever. I lost everything. My loved ones, my livelihood, my position.
So this guy just turned away from Clive and stared at us in the screen to tell the story.
So I set about enacting my own.
Clive's just
down every soul who served
whatever.
And slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts. Seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion too.
Oh,
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless we move against him first.
Does this mean I get to stab something?
It begins. Make ready for war.
Okay.
I'm not going to change his mind.
And I'm not going to try to.
Welcome.
Mm-hmm.
And a fine, fine day to you.
Have a good night, nobody.
The most fragrant herbs and spices.
Gone, just like that. And without so much as a by your leave.
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. He up and vanished while my back was turned. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. A bakery that's now short one pair of hands. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers, I'm at a loss. Please, will you see if you can find him?
Sure, why not?
I'll see what I can do. Do Do you know where he might have gone?
I wouldn't be surprised if he was off somewhere mooning at Drake's Fang. He used to work there, you see. Poor fool left his heart in its hollow.
All right. Then that's where I'll start.
Okay. Alright. Oh. It's a little closer. Just a little bit. An item under a tree. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. There he is.
Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I am a sorry, selfish sod, aren't I? Certainly not a baker. Master must rue the day he took me in. Time was the sight of the Fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her, but she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. And when she shattered, part of me shattered with her. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin, but I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. My bread's as hollow as I am. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. Oh, I loved her, damn it.
What a whiner.
Now she's gone. She's never coming back. What am I supposed to do? I ask her. How does a shell of a man learn to live again?
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work. If you miss the Fang, maybe you could recapture it somehow.
Recapture it? I'm a baker, not a... You know, you might just be right. What a fool I've been! I have to get back to the bakery right away. Thank you. Thank you, my friend. You've opened my eyes.
I better have done something. Because I hadn't listened to him suck much more and I stabbed him.
Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Ah, there you are. The man who lit a fire under my wayward apprentice. Though I worry you might have stoked the flames a little too high. You damn near ran me down trying to get to my oven.
Master, it's ready. Behold the Drake's Balm. A truly unique creation.
I dare say it is.
Just look at it. A perfect likeness of the Fang herself. Her steeple peaks, her fulsome spurs, her inviting hollow. True,
Oh my.
my loaves collapse more often than not, but what's the fang without her crater? Why, no fang at all. And look, inside. She's filled to bursting with a bounty of beautiful crystals. Salt crystals! Master, I have found my purpose. I must use my work here to preserve the memory of the fang.
Well, if it tastes half as unique as it looks, I'd certainly say you're onto something. Not only is my apprentice back, but he's finally pulling his weight. With any luck, I might even have a new delicacy on my hands. I don't know how you did it, but you have my thanks.
Quest complete. With explosions.
Now, do some.
Yes, they're quite sort of.
Alright. That's it for me tonight. Have a good night. Back again tomorrow. Later. Night all.